What's up, my beautiful babies? How are y'all today? I thought we would do a little something different today. Instead of me getting on live to do a tarot reading, I thought I would get on live to talk to you guys about one of my spiritual teachings. I feel like I got a word from spirit, so I feel like I wanted to come and talk to you guys. I wanted to talk about some of the key, some of the keys to growing spiritually. You know what I mean? I know a lot of us were searching for enlightenment as spiritualists. I know that other religions got their way of growing, but this is the way I think a lot of us as spiritualists can help grow. Number one, I think the first way of growing as a spiritualist is that we have to study the teachings of spirituality. We have to understand what does it mean to be a spiritualist. What are the ancient teachings at its core? You know what I mean? There's constant. Me myself, I've studied for years. You know what I mean? Spirituality. I've studied the literature. I've studied about past lives. I've studied about how to connect with source, how to become one, where we all come from, where we're all going, what is our purpose here. And I think that studying, you know what I mean, studying spiritual teachings is one of the first keys to growing and evolving spiritually. Another key that I use every day, I try to be conscious of how I treat people. How you doing? Let me know if you can hear me. I try to be conscious of how I treat people. You know what I mean? I understand that as spiritualists, we all believe that we're all interconnected. You know what I mean? We're all in each other's lives. We all affect each other's lives. You know, try to live by the laws of karma. You know how karma, we believe that what you put out in the universe, you'll get back. Even to the power of manifestation, what we speak or what we think, those come back and those become our reality. I try to live by those laws and by those rules because honestly and truly, if you think about it, like I said before, we're all interconnected. That's number one. Number two, we come here into different lifetimes in order to learn and evolve and grow as a soul. What those some of those teachings and lessons that we have to learn is compassion. We have to learn how it feels to be other people. Like I said, understand how we're all interconnected. So what we need to do to grow and evolve, always be conscious of how you're treating other people. You know what I mean? Like, we're not perfect. Let's tell the truth. Like, I'm not perfect. You're not perfect either. You know what I mean? We all have our times where we're going to act in our lower form. But that's the times where we have to hold ourselves accountable and we have to apologize and make amends for our lower forms. Because the whole reason why we have our life path now is because we've created karma in past lives. We've created acts in past lives that we have to balance out in this life because it was imbalanced, you know what I mean, before in the universe. Now, since we're bringing up karma, I want to kind of touch on karma a little bit. I feel like a lot of people think that karma is just all bad. Like if you do something bad, bad will come back to you. That's not what it is. There's good karma, there's bad karma. You should always be conscious of your karma. That's how you grow spiritually. That's how you connect more with the source, with God. That's how you know what I mean, earn your blessings in life. It's through your karma. If you put out good, good comes back to you. Even to the point, that's why I brought up karma because, excuse me, I'm sorry. That's why I brought up manifestation because manifestation and karma goes hand in hand. What you think, what you feel, what you speak out your mouth can manifest and become your reality. You get what I'm saying? That's atonement with karma because it comes back. Some of us get pissed off. We get mad. Let's tell the truth. We might say some very horrible things to other people. We might even later on be like, "Oh, that wasn't right what I said." But in the heat of the moment, you're mad, right? That can become reality. Or if we're the type that believe that nothing good would ever happen to us, then nothing good would ever happen to us. I knew somebody who always said that, oh, I can't, things don't go right for me. I can't do this. I can't do that. And I said to them one day, I said, maybe that's why things don't go right for you because you always say that things will never go right for you. I believed, well, it's not even just what I believe. As a spiritualist, we all believe that what you put out in the universe comes back. What you think, what you feel, what you say, it come back. So you got to be conscious of karma. How else do you grow as a soul? Well, Honestly and truly, I know that Christians, Muslims, and other religions, they have their beliefs that they can fellowship with other people. Their relationship with God is external. But I think us as spiritualists, we more so believe that the relationship between us and God is individualistic, is personal, and is internal. You know what I mean? Open yourself up to God's love. Build a personal relationship with God. Sit and talk to God sometime. You know what I mean? Sit and pray. Sit and try to get to know God, or at least your understanding of God. I feel like individualistically, we all have our own understanding of God. I feel like Christians have their way of understanding God. The Bible helps them understand God. Muslims, the Quran helps them understand God. You know what I mean? But us as spiritualists, we don't have like a direct book that we look into that helps us understand God. But for us, it's our intuition. Which brings me to my next point. A strong key to grow spiritually as a spiritualist, you got to develop your intuition. You got to open that third eye up here, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? You got to open this. You got to be able to see here. You got to be able to close your eyes, but still be able to see, like I'm doing right now. That's how I'm able to read the tarot cards so good, because I have a very strong intuition. I know you guys see in my videos, sometimes I'll be like, oh, I feel like and stuff, because I can feel the cards. You know what I mean? I feel. If you feel, you got to learn to experience life sometimes through how you feel. Your intuition, what your gut is telling you, because your intuition is God's voice. It's God's voice speaking to you. You know what I mean? You ever, okay, I'll put it to you guys like this. You ever get a feeling about something? You think it's like, oh my goodness, I don't know why I feel like this. Something in my stomach is saying it's not some, don't do something or don't go somewhere. You know what I mean? And then you don't listen to that little voice inside of you, and you end up regretting it. I think we've all had an experience like that. I've done it plenty of times. I'm sure you guys have done it plenty of times. Or you might have listened to it and be like, you know what? I'm glad I followed my first mind. I feel like that's God's voice. That's honestly and truly. Like I said, Christians believe God talks through the Bible. Muslims believe God talks through the Quran. That's their right to believe that. You know what I mean? I believe God talks to us through our gut, through our intuition. You know what I mean? I believe that it's connected. We're connected straight to the source. We broke off from the source years ago, and we're connected to him. So therefore, that voice inside of us is the source saying, "Hey, don't do that. Don't do that. It's for your own good." I think. Let me think. I'm trying to think of some more keys, like to grow spiritually. I mean, I would say actually understand how spirituality works. Understand that the things that we love in our lifetime, of course, you can't take it with you. Number one, and number two, this is all just of the spirit of the physical world. There's another world, you know what I mean, that actually is our home, and that's the spirit world. What we should be concerned about is things that help us grow and help our soul evolve to that next level over in that plane, instead of worrying about physical things, you know what I mean, like wealth, like who got the hottest car, who got the nicest clothes. I'm sure, like, you know, I mean, we're human. We all fall traps. We fall into them traps. You know what I mean? What we should be worried about is whose soul has grown more. You know what I mean? Who's more enlightened? Actually, no. I'm scrap that. I'm gonna take that back. Not who's more enlightened. How can I, worrying about yourself as an individual, how can I become more enlightened? That will help you grow spiritually. Yes, we're all interconnected, but we're here to travel our own journey, to learn, to reach the stage of enlightenment. And that's how, because the ultimate level to grow as a soul is enlightenment. How you guys doing? I see you guys. Hit the video, hit the like button if you guys are enjoying the video. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, I'm just sitting here just thinking of keys, like keys that help me. You know what I mean? Grow and evolve spiritually. Like I'm still working on it. Just understand that for as long as you incarnate, you will always need to grow some more as a soul, incarnate some more. There are still lessons you'll always need to learn. I think that's also a big key. Understanding that not until you reach the stage of that where you could become a spirit guide to some other people and no need to have to reincarnate anymore, that's when, you know, you can honestly say you've reached the stage of enlightenment. Until that, for as much as you incarnate back into another lifetime, there's more growing to do. There's more learning to do. You know what I mean? Don't. I feel like we shouldn't be hard on ourselves when we don't get it right, because us as spiritualists, we believe that we have other lifetimes to get it right. Although you should try to get as much right in this lifetime as you can. Let me think. I mean, like I said about understanding about karma, you know what I mean? Studying the spiritual teachings, understand how past lives work, how karma plays into the effect of all of this. Because as spiritualists, karma, I mean, at the core of all of this is karma. We have multiple lifetimes because of karma. We have to balance the unbalanced. We have to react to the actions that were put forth in other lives, or the actions we're putting forth in this life. Okay, so here's another thing. Us as spiritualists, we believe in evolving and growing, get moving up there. Remember, I used in my analogy when I was talking about soulmates, that video. Remember, I used that analogy. Think of school. So let's say right now you're in the third grade. As I said before, you need to figure out what is it you need to learn at this level so that you can go to the fourth grade, and then after that, the fifth grade, so forth and so on. Those are the keys to spiritual growth, spiritual enlightenment, spiritual understanding. Honestly, but like if you guys are looking for advice, my biggest advice is to always, always, always focus on your individual relationship with God. Focus on your karma and how you're treating everybody else, because we're all interconnected, and what you put out will come back. This is why I don't believe in revenge, because I feel like when you go and take revenge on someone, I understand this person hurt you dearly. This person did some very wrong things to you. This person deserves to be punished. It's human to feel that. I'm not saying you should be this perfect vessel. All I'm saying is that if you decide to seek revenge on a certain person, just understand that you put that action out, and that action has to make its way back to you. Anybody got any other things that they would like me to discuss, like maybe any other keys or anything else before I end this live real quick? Okay. Well, thank you, my beautiful babies, for tuning in and listening to me ramble. I just felt like I wanted to talk about that. You guys have a good night. I'll see y'all in the next live. I love you, my babies.